Hey guys, it is Thursday and I'm headed to the pharmacy to get my refill on the medication that's for my nerve pain and my legs and feet for neuropathy. I take it at night, so I can't not take it. So my husband's trying to take care and deal with Easter. Jesus, people don't pay attention. So he would have went, but he's supposed to be going later. But since I use a mom and pop pharmacy, they close I think at 6, so it's 3 o'clock. So I just told him I would just get it. I still have my pajamas on. I've been in the bed all day except for getting up to eat. And now I'm going to get this. My butterfly rash is still there. You probably can't see it, but I'll insert a picture. I posted it on Instagram. Like, I got 3 hours of sleep from yesterday. I don't think I went to sleep until like 4:30 this morning, and then I woke right back up. I think it's because of the steroid they give me, Solumedrol, before is as a pre-medication, and I think like I was eating everything yesterday in the house and I just couldn't like wind down, even though my body was so tired and in pain and everything from the infusion. So it's just been one of those days. And my sister is back in the hospital. I got the news about her last night. If you recall, she was in the hospital a month ago because she had blood clots, and she's on oxygen now. She has an autoimmune disease, but she has polymyositis, and it's where it attacks just her muscles for the most part. So I've been kind of like stressing about that, on top of me just not feeling good and dealing with my own health issues. So when I did get up, my butterfly rash was so red on my face. And I keep getting like chills, but I check my temperature and it's been okay. I told my husband I really got to get in because my chest still hurts. I really want to go see my sister, but she is in Charlotte, North Carolina. So we were trying to come up with a game plan. We were planning to go see my husband's brother's wife, who just got diagnosed with MS. And so she's not doing good, and his brother already has health issues. So my sister is 61. So I don't know, it's like we're stuck between a rock and a hard place. Like he was like, well, the money you would do for a flight, because the flight was like almost $500 for me to go from Atlanta. So I would still have to drive from Atlanta just to get to Charlotte. So that was the cheapest, because I think it was like almost $600 to fly from Florida, where we're at. I don't even know why our airport is called International. I guess so they can charge more money, because it costs an arm and a leg to fly out of here. Anytime I've ever flown, I always fly from Atlanta or from New Orleans. Like, I never fly from where I live. So we were trying to decide, like, okay, well, if you go up there for a week, and she has grandkids, so I would have to like be in there with the grandkids, and kids are always sick and they're like really noisy, and my husband was like, I hope you, because the last time I went up there I was like spazzing out because I don't deal with all that noise and all that stuff very well. And that last time I went up, I drove 10 hours to see her. And I pretty much slept and stayed in the room, and I felt bad, but that trip just took too much out of me. And so I told my husband, like, I can't, take that long of a drive But from his brother's house in South Carolina, it's an hour to get to my sister. So we've just got so much going on with track practice on the weekends, and then he has a coaches meeting because he's starting a track program at one of the local charter schools. So that's a meeting Tuesday, and then it wouldn't make sense. I mean, he could have the other coaches cover him, but we're getting a whole lot more athletes, and he just did this talk with the juvenile, it's like a juvenile justice program for kids that have gotten in trouble, and so we're partnering up with them to try to make our program a mandatory program for them to come out, and be a part of the track club to try to get their lives back on. So it's just so much going on. I just don't know. And I told my husband, it's like, I really want to go see her, but at the same time, I've got to get my health under check, because I can't be really in the hospital, that long unless I'm masked up, because, I'll start my cell set back tomorrow. So I just don't know, because I'm just so weak. And I told him I really need to find out what's going on with my chest before I make that long of a drive anyway. Because the 2 trips that we took to Atlanta, Decatur, to take his daughter back was a lot. Like, my legs stayed swollen. So it's just, I don't know. I really don't know. So I'm just praying. I talked to my brother, and he doesn't know. He said he's going to wait a couple more days to see how things go before he makes a decision, because it's not easy just getting off, for him to get off work. He has a wife and 2 kids, and she's a manager at a children's store, and they're super busy because of the holiday, and she's sick. So it's like, Lord, geez, like, I don't really know what to do. So just praying about it. My niece, she's been giving us updates throughout the day, and she said that her oxygen was like 90, and she was on 6 liters of oxygen last night. And I know when I was on oxygen, I was on 2 liters, but I'm like, you're on 6 liters and you only get to 90. That is so not good, because she got diagnosed. I think she's like end stage of COPD because she smokes. And she finally, said something to the kids last night. She finally admitted that she's really sick right now, and she was complaining of chest pain. And they're saying that her images don't look any better from the, last time she was in a month ago. So I don't think her blood clots are even dissolving, because she's not on the regular, I'm used to people, if, being on Coumadin. If, they have blood clots, but she's on Xarelto, one of the newer ones, and I don't really know a lot about that one, besides you hear it on the TV, that people are suing, but that's all I really know about it. I mean, and then you take it, once a day, but you don't have to get the routine blood work, and to me, I just don't feel like that's safe, but I don't know. So yeah, I hope you guys have had a good Thursday. I'm just ready to be on here and be like, yes, I'm good today. And, I'm dragging. When I tell you I'm dragging, it is like horrible. I just don't feel good. Like, and my husband's like, I thought you would have felt better, getting your Benlysta. And I was like, well, I never feel better immediately anyway, like the first day or nothing. But I was like, no, dear. I was like, this is really taking a toll of not being on my meds for this long. So, I don't know. And I want to finish my Christmas. I got my Christmas tree up, and it's pretty much decorated. I'm just having to go back and adjust the ribbon, which I started that last night when I couldn't rest. And I got a couple more things to do. Like, I may redo the topper from the one that I have. So I may ask you guys' opinion. I may do that on Instagram of which tree topper looks the best. And I have a lot of wreaths to decorate as well as garland. But I'm not going to stress myself out because there's nobody coming to our house until Christmas anyway. But, you know, in my head, I just want to get it done so stuff's not just laying around on the table waiting for me to do it. I hope my medicine is ready. I probably should have called because I normally get a text message when it's done, and I have not gotten one. And I did a refill for my nausea medication last week, and they said they were still waiting on my doctor to respond, so they never said anything. And I don't even feel like freaking dealing with they stupid behinds. Like, I just don't. I think I'm just gonna send a message to the doctor maybe this weekend. I don't know. I'm just like over them. So hold on. So I go to church with the lady at the pharmacist and at the pharmacy, and she's saying they had to call the doctor about my prescription, and they hadn't heard. Well, why couldn't you call me and tell me that you waiting on the doctor? I said, well, you guys should have a current one with a new dosing. I said, but you filled it because she did it, you know, through the computer. And at the time, I didn't need it. So I told them to, like, refile it, you know, back. I don't know what they're doing. I guess this is like everybody get over on Cheryl week. I don't know. I'm just really done and through with just healthcare providers all together. So tonight, my husband, last night we worked on collard greens and ham hocks because I've been craving them, and they should be done by dinner time. So I'm super excited because I'll just eat the collards and the ham hocks. I was supposed to join this weight loss thing, a challenge, with a lady that I follow on YouTube, but her group is on Facebook, and I thought I could do it under my husband's, but I wasn't able to. So that didn't work out. So I have this Bible challenge weight loss that I've partnered with some of my friends that I'm on my Bible app with, and that's supposed to start Monday. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know. It's probably better to just start anything at the beginning of the year. I'm just gonna sit here in this drive-through. I can't go in because I got on my pajamas and my yeah, I just can't go in. So I'm gonna do like everybody else do. When I get in line, I'll be, you know, behind someone and they're just sitting here waiting on their script to be filled, when you know the common courtesy is to move and let the other person go whose stuff's probably done. But that never happens when I come. So I'm not going to do it today. So, yeah. I don't really have anything else to say, but as soon as I get back to the house, I'm spray painting a mini Christmas tree right now. To get that out of the way, and I probably should do some other spray painting, so at least that will be cleared up, because it's really cloudy. It looks like it's about to rain or something, or get cold, but it's 75 degrees, so I don't know what's going on with this weather, but I have like a really bad headache, so I'll probably have to take my migraine medicine. I took medicine this earlier, like at like 8 or 9 o'clock. And then I actually was able to sleep until about 12:30. So I'm going to take the migraine medicine and lay back down, because my husband was like, you just need to rest. You know, your body needs sleep. And he always fusses because he's like, get off of your phone and then you can go to sleep. So I'm still trying to catch up on YouTube, the people that I watch. Like, I am so far behind. Like, I think I'm a week or 2 behind, and it drives me insane. So it's like when I click on a video, I have to go to the person's page to make sure like I didn't miss any prior to me watching the video that's up, because for some reason, when I did my update on my app, I can only go back the last 4 days. Like, it takes away the other stuff, even if I have a notification bell. Like, I would have to go through notifications to, like, you know, see who's uploaded stuff. So I just kind of, a lot of people I already know, and I just kind of type their names in to try to catch up. But it drives me crazy because I want to show the love that people show me. But, you know, I'll get caught up eventually. And these Christmas DIY videos are really getting me, because every time I'm like, saying, oh, I'm going to do this, and then I'll see a video and it's like, oh, well, that's a neat idea. I can do that. I'm like, Lord Jesus. So, like I said, I haven't, decorated since 2013. So, this is really kind of new to me, because like I said, we weren't raised that way, even though I've had Christmas trees, for my son, but I wasn't big on a whole bunch of decorations, because, you're not raised a certain way. You just don't have that in you. So I'm really, to be honest, still learning how to decorate and do. So yeah, I don't know. But I'm excited to get the house, decorated with garland. And I told my husband I'm going to put some wreaths. Like the ornament wreaths, I'm going to do those throughout the house. On certain doors. So it'll be just festive throughout. We're not going to put any Christmas lights up. Nobody got time to be doing all that, because like I said, we ain't got no little kids. So we're not doing that. And he's like, we can go get one of those projector light things. I don't like those. I just don't. I finally passed one house in the neighborhood. They didn't have the Christmas lights part. They had like snowflakes, like the big snowflakes dancing around. I said that was kind of cute, but I just don't like I just don't. It looks tacky to me, but to each its own. And then I looked at the projector things where you can have like Santa, in the window and all that stuff. And I'm like, where's the black Santa? Like, I feel like if you're going to do that, it should be more than just a white Santa, because there's different ethnicities and, nationalities. So I'm not going to spend my money on something like that either. So, yeah. I don't know what they're doing. I've been back on here for 7 minutes talking to you guys, so I just don't know what they're doing, because she's like, oh, I called, she couldn't even tell me when. She's going back to school, so every time I see her, she's like dog tired. She has 2 kids and a grandbaby, so I don't really know. Alright, so I got this script done, but the one that I thought the Zofran would be finished for nausea, they still hadn't heard back from my doctor, and they were like, oh, well, we'll send it again. So I just had to call they dumb behinds and leave a freaking message and say, hey, look, I requested this at the beginning early of last week, and they faxed you something several times, and you guys have not responded. So I'm thoroughly over this office at this point. Like, I'm just over it. And it's hard when you worked in the medical field, so they know you. You know what I'm saying? Because you send referrals to them, and you just have that, bond from that. But screw all that. Like, I'm tired of being nice. I'm tired of, y'all not doing y'all's job, and I'm just over healthcare people right now. Like, I really am. And it's not like you see me every month. You see me every 12 weeks. Like, I'm just getting so aggravated. Like, this makes my chest hurt freaking worse. I don't know, what's going on. So I guess I need to try to schedule with this quack of a family physician. Because my husband was like, oh, I thought you liked him. What's going on? I was like, he's nice. I was like, but he flat out says he doesn't know anything about lupus, and he's so nonchalant, and he doesn't really care when I go in there. And I was like, I need to find a new doctor. I said, but at the same time, trying to get in with somebody else is going to be a couple more weeks out. And, these chest pains have been hurting you know, for a freaking month now. And I'm just so aggravated, y'all. I'm just aggravated. Like, this has been the hardest 3 months, I feel, since I've had lupus. Yes, I had kidney failure. Yes, I was on oxygen for a year and a half. But heck, when I was on oxygen, yeah, I was in the hospital for a week or whatever, and I came home on oxygen. I didn't have this much struggle as I'm having right now when I wasn't on my medication. And, you know, it's like, oh, well, you know, it's very dangerous for you not to be on your medicine, but we can't do anything, you know, to help you other than give you some, you know, steroids, which is, you know, I just feel like it has to be something more. It's like they just don't freaking care. How about this freaking green spider? And I hope I just sprayed it off this window. I've never seen that before. It's like a lime green spider. Y'all pray for me. Like, I don't want to be ugly and rude to people. I really don't. It really, like, I'm really about to cry because I don't ever like complaining and bothering people, and I just try to deal with stuff, and I'm at my wit's end because I can't deal with it anymore. I am sick right now. It's like nobody seems to care. Oh, well, you can't breathe, your oxygen. Yeah, I see it's low, but just call your lung doctor. Okay, why can't you just order a repeat walk oxygen test for me? Because my lung doctor is in Alabama. I used to work for him. He has crazy hours. When I say you going into his office at 10 o'clock at night, but he knows what the heck he's doing. He's a internal medicine and he's a pulmonologist, but I don't have the energy to go all the way to Alabama. He's probably from my brother's house like an extra 15 minutes, so over an hour to get to this doctor. And then you have to sit and wait unless I see his wife. You know, she'll see me in the mornings, but it's the same crap. You know, she be at the hospital. Oh, they'll call you when she's en route. I don't have the time to go all the way over there. You guys could just order the test for me, and then if it comes back abnormal, then I'll go see him, and then he can reorder the oxygen if that's the case. I'm just gonna cut the video off at this point because I just can't do it no more.